I called the UK NMC today to make inquiries about the use of employer reference, especially if I'm coming from a country that is not considered to be a majority English speaking country. And I've been in the UK for like 3 years, working in a non-registered healthcare setting.
NMC, speaking to May we help today?
Hello, good morning.
Morning, how may we help?
I'm calling to make an inquiry about my NMC registration. I'm an international nurse. Apparently, in the UK, I've worked for 3 years in a non-registered healthcare setting. I'm trying to register, but when I go to the option of providing an evidence to my English language proficiency, I've been asked 3 options to use and approve English language test, my training, and then my practice. I'm just trying to find out. I haven't written IELTS or OET, so among the remaining 2, like the training and the recent practice, which one do I go for?
So mostly the employer evidence, we use your experience here. You can only do that if you either sat language test twice and narrowly failed, or you're trained, your initial course was trained and examined in English in a non-majority English-speaking country.
Okay. So I'm coming from Ghana. Ghana is not considered to be a majority English-speaking country, and I've not written the English language test as well.
But were you trained in English in Ghana?
Yeah, I was trained in Ghana.
Perfect. Yeah, you fit the bill. So you pick the trained option, and then we'll ask for a transcript of training. But yes, in your case, pick the trained. So you fit the criteria because Ghana is taught in English, but it's not considered majority English speaking. So that's where you can use your 12 months or more here in the UK. So for you to be trained in English.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the option I chose, but I was asked to upload my transcript, which I did, but there's no point of me using my employer reference or supporting information from my employer. So that was where I was not getting it.
Yeah, we'll ask you later on in the application.
Oh, okay. I mean that is what I was getting confused about, so I decided to call and then make inquiries. Okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you have started your NMC application, when you get to the point where you're supposed to provide your English language evidence, you'll be asked 3 options. The first one is to use an approved English language test. It can be the IELTS or OET. So let's say I've not written IELTS, or I wrote but I couldn't achieve the score I'm looking out for. And then the second option is that you have to use your training. And then the third option is practice. So at this point, it becomes very confusing to choose between training and practice, because at the end of the day, you may want to use your supporting information. Now, which of these options, when choosing, would warrant that your employer provides a reference? So I think your doubt has been clear. So what happens here is that you have to choose the training, which happens to be the second option, okay? And you'll be asked to upload your transcript. Now, choosing that option means that you did train in a country that is not considered to be a majority English-speaking country. So if you are from Ghana, if you are from Nigeria, if you are from any other country that is not on the list, then you have to go for the second option, especially if you didn't write IELTS or OET, or you wrote but couldn't achieve the scores the UK NMC is looking out for. You choose training, then you have to provide a transcript or upload a transcript. Now, once you upload your transcript, there are a couple of things they'll be looking out for. If you know them, it will help you to know as to whether your transcript will be accepted, or you have to provide a supporting information from your employer. Now, let's look at the features they are looking out for on a transcript. And I know most Ghanaians who may upload their transcript may fail in this regard. Then what this means is that UK NMC will reach out to you to say you need your employer to come in to say that okay, this and this and this, and that you qualify to register with the UK NMC. So let's look at that. Now, when you go to the UK NMC's website, they have inscribed the features a transcript should carry. It says here that you should provide a personal transcript with your name on it, rather than a generic course syllabus. All transcript will come with your name on it, and it should clearly show the breakdown of clinical and then theory hours of your course. With this feature, I think most Ghanaian transcript will fail, because when I look at my transcript, I don't know for other schools, but when I look at my transcript, I've only got on my CGPA as well as the courses I did, and then perhaps the grades I had. It doesn't really detail the hours or the number of hours that each course took. Okay, so I just don't know for other transcripts, but if it's based on transcripts from nursing training colleges, then I think you may have to use an employer reference. The UK NMC will come back to you and say you need an employer reference. It says, if you did not train in a country where English is a majority spoken language, your transcript must confirm that your program was composed of at least 50% of clinical interaction. That is not stated on our transcript. I didn't see that on my transcript. I don't know of yours. But if you haven't got this feature on there, then you should get to know that probably your transcript cannot serve as the standalone evidence, which means the UK NMC will come back to you and say, we need an employer reference. Okay. Your transcript must also clearly demonstrate at least 75% of clinical interactions was with patients, service users, their families, and other healthcare professionals, and must have taken place in English. This is not clearly stated on my transcript, so I don't know of your transcript as well. The only English stuff that probably is specified on there is for the first time. Maybe my transcript is in English and that there is a topic or a subject known as com skills, but it's not detailing all this information. And then when you come down on here, it says that if you do not have evidence that at least 75% of the clinical interaction was in English, you may be able to use the supporting information from your employer as supplementary evidence of clinical competence in English. So this is what you have to understand, and that is why I had to put a call through to the UK NMC to verify this before I come over to put out this information. If this video has been very helpful, I believe that it will help others as well. I'll be doing a complete video about how to register with the UK NMC using the supporting information, so at least you get to understand whatever I've said on here. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, or if you haven't followed me, please do follow me so that I get more absolute content about UK nursing and any other important information that I believe will add value to your life. Thank you very much and hope to see you in my next video. Bye.